The love of music was the thing that pushed me into it, not the desire to make money or anything at all like that, or, as people seem to think, they have this impression that you're joining a band to get girls and stuff like that. I look back on it now, it would have been a lot of hard work, but we were young, so it didn't really seem like hard work back then. It began maybe when I was about 8 or 9. I remember singing along to records, and I sang in a girl's voice for some reason, because I could, I guess, back then, falsetto. Just kept singing right along the way, and then joined a couple of bands, you know, like hobby bands around 1965, 66. I got an offer to join Sherbet, I think it was in 1970. I remember them saying, you'd be joining as a professional, and I went, what does that mean? They said, well, you have to come on the road for the whole time. And I went, wow, okay. I think Summer Love would have been the song that made it in 1974. And then things just seemed to get better from that. And then they got bigger again when How's That came along. How's that? You missed, but I caught you out. How's that? There were times back then, the early days, where, you know, you'd be so scared on stage. It's something that I probably look back on and think, I may not have enjoyed it as much back in 1970 because I wasn't aware of the good things that come from it.
A lot of girls would jump up on stage and grab, usually Daryl, and then be dragged off the stage. There was a lot of screaming, girls fainting, being carried off and tearing at the guys' clothes and ripping things off them and ripping their hair. And, that wasn't me, though.
I remember that we were pretty good with fans. I can especially remember Alan, the drummer, Alan Sander. He would calm down a situation and just go, hey, just settle down. Yeah, just get a grip on it. That's okay. And people would, you know, the young girls would go, okay, okay. But some would be so hysterical that you'd just have to avoid them.
In those days, all the Sherbet fans used to hang out together and, you know, we all sort of got to know each other. We'd camp outside the Hordern Pavilion and we'd all take our tape decks along with us and we'd listen to Sherbet music all night.
When Sherbet finished after about 1983, I became a bit disillusioned with music as such. I got married. Shortly after that, I ended up writing with different people, and we ended up with Edge. And I remember hearing it for the first time as the days go by on radio in Melbourne, and it was just like, oh, God. And then from there it went. I look back on now and I think, well, that has enabled me then, in '87, to still be doing it now, which is fantastic. That's the way I get excited about all the aspects of live gigs. I think it's the one thing that I really, really love, especially with the Apia tour. We started with As the Days Go By and then finished with The Horses. It's just lovely. And then the four of us come back on. And that's when I think I have the best time. I think as performers, you sometimes forget how important specific songs are to people.
Takes you back to that time when you'd go and see Sherbet when they were at their peak. It was always so exciting, and it's just the memories, I think, that it brings back to you that's the most special part.
I'm sure there's still some more things to learn, but it's been great. I mean, it's, you know, the book has been mighty.